everyone. I'm Alani Olubukola, and today is the 20th day of April 2021. And I just want to mention some things I learned from today's teaching on mass indoctrination, tagged Fellowship as Brethren in the Church and how to relate with others outside the church. The righteousness of our God Jesus Christ and the fellowship of our brethren with the Lord is very, very important. If you look at the book of Galatians chapter 6 from verse 10 says, "What is the commandment of God concerning fellowship to men?" It makes us to know what God expects from us. And there is only one commandment in dealing with all people. We will do good to all men, most especially those of the household of faith. There are men who cause trouble to others. Those people believe that those that they are in their religion are only their brethren and therefore kill fellow men because they are not of the same faith. They are not of God, but the devil. John 8 verse 44 makes us to know that such a religion is of the devil. All murderers are the children of the devil. John 16 verse 2. Romans 1 verse 32 also makes us to know that as we have opinion, let us do good to all men, especially those that are of our household of faith, even those that are not members of our household of faith. For us to understand what is in God's commandment in relating to others, our primary commandment of God is to love one another, and the bond that is needed for perfection is love. Colossians 3 verse 14. The primary doctrine of Christ to every believer is love. The first one to whom we will devote our love is God, which is the commandment of our Lord Jesus Christ. And the second is our fellow men. Matthew 22 verse 36 to 38. When someone asked Christ, what is the greatest commandment? He told her that love your God with all your heart, with all your mind, and then you love your neighbor as yourself. How can you now kill another person because it's not a member of your faith? To kill even your fellow brethren when you say you know God, and God is against killing. The second commandment is that we should love our neighbors as ourselves. After we have loved God first, we need to love our neighbors as ourselves. Matthew chapter 5 verse 44 to 45 portrays this. Even those who do evil and do not obey God, they love themselves as well. And that is why he has commanded us that we should not do like that. We should love those who do evil to us. If you look at the book of Luke 6 verse 35 also, the good that you will do in church is what you are supposed to do to your enemies, your personal enemies, even people we do not know. Romans 12 verse 20 says, you should not be of lip service. Your love should not be of lip service, but we should feed him, even those that are our enemy. And when they are hungry, we should give them food. When they are thirsty, we should give them water. Even those who do not acknowledge God and that he is doing good to them, we should also do good to such people. We look at the book of Malachi chapter 4 verse 2, the book of Hosea 10 verse 12, do good to all men. What you want to be done unto you, do it to others. This is what is called the golden rule. Ephesians 4 verse 32. You must not file charges against your fellow brethren in the church of God. This is very wrong. We are the children of God. We must learn to forgive one another. We must not take our personal issues out to others. And I pray as we read this, God will help us to love each other and to learn to forgive our neighbors. Thank you.